Hey, g'day people, it's Matt here from Concaves. So today we're going to have a look at the Kutzall Extreme flame burr. And it is one of the most versatile burrs you can have. It does come with a few caveats. Safety is one issue. It is dangerous if you get it wrong, but I've got a few tips for you to keep safe and also a few tips on how to carve with the Kutzall flame burr. And safety wise, this is going to damage your hand if it hits it. So the most damage, the most common is you're going to hit this hand, which is holding the carving usually. So you're moving around like that and it's going to hit the hand. Now there's a few places where it's going to grab, more than other places. You can grab anywhere, but there's a few places that it's going to always do it. And that's sort of like coming up to sort of like a corner or something like that. If you can see it there, it's like a motocross tire. It's got a lot of grip there. So when it goes across a corner, it's going to really grip that corner and it's going to shoot around and then it's going to hit the end grain, which has a lot more, I guess you would say, traction to it, and then go around here. And if your hand's here, it's going to hit your hand. So what we can do is we can move our hand out of the way. Now there's nothing wrong with wearing a leather glove. You want to choose a leather glove that is quite stiff, because what you want to avoid is it getting sort of like wrapped up in the leather glove. And if you have real soft leather, it's going to sort of like pull it around it and then stop the burr and maybe break the flex shaft. So just be aware of that. I'll just show you what I mean by when it goes around the corner there. You can sort of see it, it goes up to a point and then just sort of like vanishes around the corner. So just be aware of that. And so if you do want to take that corner down, go along it lengthways. Okay, so let's have a look how to do convexes, which is sort of like that. Whereas a concave is, I guess, what's in that eye, but the eye is actually convex on that side. So if we wanted to smooth that side like a convex with this is how you would do it. So what you do is, because this is shaped like that, it's naturally going to make a concave. And you can see it here is making a concave in the wood. However, so if you wanted to make that convex, what I find is I will take it down in sort of like gradual kind of passes, almost like a planer, and I want to keep the burr moving relatively fast so it doesn't dig in one place. And you can sort of see me here, I'm moving the burr relatively quite fast and just keeping it moving and not letting it dig in to make a concave. And when it comes to more delicate areas, you can actually use the point of the burr to sort of get that angle, that kind of valley going in between the eyeball and the upper kind of eyebrow, and to sort of like soften that, round it out the eye. I'm going over it very, very softly so it sort of doesn't dig in, and I'm just using a tiny part of the burr and just moving it very, very fast. And yes, you can use that concave kind of forming bit for it. It's really nice around the sort of like the bottom of the eye, sort of like going through there onto the nose. That forms really well, and you've got that kind of nice gradual point there. So it's just yeah, it's just a great all-round burr. You can sort of see me sort of like softening out that edge bit at the end there. Okay, so what does blocking out actually mean? Well, it just means actually putting in the general shapes of the face to give you sort of like that basic outline. And the Kutzall flame burr is excellent for that, because you can sort of, like I said before, you can do sort of the concaves and the convexes, and you can use the point of the burr to sort of like get in more narrow areas. And once you have established all those kind of basic shapes, then you start sort of like using different burrs to get into tighter areas and smooth out the carving as well. Okay, so let's say you're watching a video and you want to buy some Kutzall burrs, and you know that they have affiliate links. All you do is you scroll down a little bit, and on this bit you press more, and it opens up what is called the description. And so then you can sort of see there's all some other kind of affiliate links there in blue, but this is the one we want, and here we go. The case sensitive part is matte calves there, so that's what you want to put into the code for the voucher in the Kutzall site. So now we can press that and it will take us to the Kutzall site now, and up here it's free shipping in the US. So I would recommend, if you're in the US, is to buy your Kutzalls from this site, and I will go into other sites a little bit later on. So go into the shop, right? So burrs, blah blah. Now we can go flame burr here, and over here we want to choose 1/8. Do not choose 1/4 or 1/4, because that is for die grinders or bigger machines, bigger rotary tools. So 1/8 fits the Dremel. So here we are, and actually I'll just point this out, is the flame burrs, we always call them extreme, but it actually comes under very coarse on the actual site. So we click that, and then we click on that. For some reason it's gone back to fine, just be very sure of that. So we press very coarse again. Okay, so I don't buy my burrs from the Kutzall site because shipping is very expensive to get to New Zealand. So what I tend to do is I'll just search for Kutzalls on the internet. I'll type in Kutzall, and then I will put NZ, which is New Zealand, and then I will see what comes up. And I don't tend to buy off Temu. I try and find a site that a place that's actually in New Zealand, not somewhere where it's going to ship in also. And I know Carbatech is in New Zealand, so I will press on Carbatech, and then that comes up with the Carbatech disc, so I don't want that. But let's have a look what they've got. Burrs, and they should have Kutzalls somewhere. So yeah, they've got a whole lot of Kutzalls. Look at that, they're all out of stock. So if you were in England, you would just put maybe UK and see what comes up there, and try and find a site that's actually in England. Classic Hand Tools sounds pretty legit. And you're going to have to do your own research on these kind of places and just decide whether they're actually legit sites. Because I don't know what's going on in the rest of the world. I'm just in my little corner in New Zealand. And if you have bought Kutzall burrs in different countries, let me know where you get them from in the comments. That would be much appreciated, so other people can see where you get them from as well. And you can also buy them off Amazon, but I never have bought them off Amazon, so I don't know quite how that would work. And yeah, so in the comments again, if you bought them off Amazon, just let me know how that worked out for you. And if you'd like to click on this video here, I tell you about one of my other favorite Kutzall burrs, the fine taper burr. This is also great for beginners. Okay, we'll see you next time.